Thank you for watching Meatsauce and Monty, our YouTube special edition. As you can see, I'm Matt Montgomery. Paul Meatsauce Lambert is absent. We got the common man, Dan Cole.
Lucky.
Who has been our fill-in pretty much every time, so thank you again. I can't thank you enough. We've worked together all the way back to Fox 9 days.
It's emotional for both of us.
I know. This has got to be at least the 13th or 14th time we've worked together.
I think we've worked together that many times.
So YouTube, we can do what we want, say what we want, just keep it clean enough. We're at Mystic Lake,
I
so
work clean. I'm a G-rated act.
You don't go blue when you do your stand-up. No four-letter words in here.
Not a four-letter word, my God.
Now, I'm not cutting open a vein or giving away too much, but when I first met you in the green room at Fox 9, I was surprised at how candid you were and how much your personality, you are who you are.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. And if I'm supposed to be somebody else, why do I look like me?
But you let a few four-letter words fly it was in private. It's private.
Well, yeah.
So when you're doing the gig, you're doing the gig.
I can throw them around.
We all let them fly every once in a while.
On stage or on air.
Oh yeah, then it's clean. Right down the line. So same thing with our show. We'll keep it right down the line. Keep it clean.
You
try
do
to
whatever
be funny.
you want.
Well, no. See, here's what's great about our YouTube show.
Down.
These are just segments that are just talkers. It has nothing to do with sports. You can yawn. Go ahead. You can be tired.
I'm tired.
Meatsauce practically falls asleep and looks at his phone when we do our YouTube
Sad,
show.
Really.
Really. So the first segment, I usually call it Paul's Pissy Pants. I look at his Twitter feed and go back through the week and see what stuff he said. It's like holding up a mirror. I just hold it up and say, this is what you said. You can riff on it, think it's funny, say what you want, whatever. So I did the same thing with you. Twitter, this last week. This might be the most embarrassing loss since 41 Meatsauce after the Vikings lost.
Took a cheap shot at the Vikings and Meatsauce.
Yeah, you doubled it up.
In the same tweet.
Does it get better?
It was embarrassing. They were,
yeah, it was.
You know, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's teams that have been favored by that many points were like, the underdog was 0-75. I'm exaggerating, but it was something to that effect. And
I can tell you it was the biggest upset in NFL since December of 1995.
Right.
That's going back a ways.
And especially with a team that was expected to be a big game contender, that they're in the mix for it, to get beat by a team. Buffalo had given up a combined,
garbage.
I think, 78 points combined in their first two losses. I thought that was an embarrassing loss for the Vikings.
You also put, this is all Daniel Carlson's fault. Do you like to rip special teams because they're special teams?
That was actually being sarcastic, because everybody was blaming Carlson, which he was a major reason why they lost that game. But I just thought it'd be funny because he's no longer with the team, and I just wanted to blame him.
Yeah, so it was funny. That's why
I thought it was.
Well, yeah, that's why I threw him out there. We can revisit him and try to get a second laugh out of him. We were told the Gophers' defense was for real, but some of us didn't take the bait.
Yeah, I had heard from a number of people. Well, I had heard from a number of people that I trust, people that generally are paying close attention, say, yeah, they might not have arrived yet as a club. They're young, this and that and the other thing. Year number one, last year was year zero. But this defense is good. They're legit, and their speed is their forte. Matter of fact, that was a tweet. I don't know if you found that one where I said, I hear the call. I'm paraphrasing what I said.
Yeah.
Calling card for the Gophers' defense is their speed, which makes sense as fast as their defense took them out of this ball game.
Oh yeah.
Because they were out of the game pretty quickly. Early. And so, you know, it's just hard for me. We talked about that during the TV portion of this. Until I see it myself, I watch a team, when I see the defense play real competition, Big Ten teams, and play them effectively and stop other offenses, I just don't believe there's any difference.
You don't buy it?
Nope, I don't.
Then this one I like. How would Joe Buck know if Sam Darnold is grounded? Buck probably hasn't had more than a 2-minute conversation with the kid. We were joking before about if we were to be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Are they frauds?
Well, yeah. I mean, they play the game. They know where their bread is buttered.
Yeah.
You know, they're both paid handsomely. They're multimillionaires, and they're paid a lot of money to work with the National Football League and their network. So it's an entertainment thing. So they're going to play it up. I mean, I think they're both honest when it comes to this team didn't play very well. This was a blown coverage. But they like to do the idolizing, what I call idolizing and pedestalizing these guys.
Pedestalization.
And that's what he was doing with this guy. He was going this Sam Darnold, because Darnold had a decent game in the opener against Detroit. Well, again, it's Detroit. It's the opener. How much can you really put into that?
Yeah.
And how much do you know him? Do you really know him that well that you can say, How do you know he's grounded?
He's so grounded.
You don't know that.
And like you said, the league, the year has just started. This kid is in his rookie contract. He might seem like a college kid right now, but for 2 minutes of talking.
You don't know if he's grounded, or you have to really know somebody before. You know what? He seems like he's real grounded. I would think.
Yeah. What would you say about me for all the times we've worked together?
You're
I'm very grounded.
You're not grounded. You're in a different universe. You're off in space somewhere.
I wish. Our other segment, Life Skills with Meatsauce. This time it's Life Skills with Common.
All right.
Basically take pop culture stuff, throw it out to you, and you say what you think. It's really the same as radio.
All right.
So, TV, are you a Murphy Brown guy? Did you watch it back in the day?
An episode or two. I mean, I know the show, Murphy Brown worked TV station.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. CBS. So she's returning to CBS. Are networks running out of ideas, or is this revival timely and has more of a purpose? She used to be controversial. She used to take on big issues. She wasn't quite the Roseanne. She wasn't like in your face, the blue collar type identification. She's more trying to take on news.
You know, to answer your question, I think part of it is a running out of ideas.
Yeah.
They've pretty much done everything for situation comedy. And I think they saw, because the Roseanne,
the last time they brought it back.
This Murphy Brown was spawned by the success of the first Roseanne, right or not? Or was that
I think they were both happening at the same time.
Okay, well,
the ideas were kicked around.
Okay. Well,
it might have been that the idea was kicked around and then they saw Roseanne was so successful and they're like, fine, let's do it.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's the way it went. And, it's sort of like, people like things they are comfortable with. I mean, that's if I'm going to go to a concert, am I going to go watch a newer, like, am I going to go see Justin Bieber, or do I want to go see John Fogerty in Creedence Clearwater?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with them. They're my wheelhouse. That's my era. I'm going to go see them. So the Murphy Brown, it's like, hey, I'm going to watch Murphy Brown. I remember that show. Now, the people that didn't watch Murphy Brown, I don't know how
they might not.
Well, I don't know how it's rad. They might give it a shot. If you're really a TV person, you probably give everything a shot once. So I don't know. The Roseanne thing, the first year it was Blockbuster, right?
Yes, it was.
So,
but then she decided to get herself in trouble.
She got crazy. She's crazy,
she did.
I think.
Going back to what you said about like Creedence or something, if you went to see a band like that and they didn't play the hits, would you be disappointed? If you said, I got to go see my favorite band, and you go and see them, and you're like, dang it, they're just promoting a new album, something that nobody buys, nobody's going to listen to. But
I think most of those bands know that too, and that's why they only mix in one or two new ones. They will play. They'll start out and they'll play 8, 10 hits. Then they'll go, something from our new album. Then people politely applaud.
Yeah,
they play
break.
one song. Then they go back to their hits, because some of these guys do like to keep creating. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. I saw Bruce Hornsby at the zoo at the amphitheater, one of my favorite venues. And he's evolved from where he was. He's creating all sorts of different styles and kinds of music. So he likes to do things that keep him interested. But he needs to play the hits, and what he did was new arrangements of them. Where when it first started, you're going,
what is this?
What is this? Then you go, it's Mandolin Rain.
Yeah.
I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that, but you could make the argument that, well, we're happy that you're bored with it, but I want to hear the way they were when they were on the radio. So it's a blend, and every guy's different, but I want to hear the hits, sure.
Listening to you every day is like listening to a greatest hits album. You just keep coming back with the winners. But they're all winners. They are.
Well, I wouldn't say all of them.
Well, if you keep repeating them, they are.
That's it.
Staying with Candice Bergen. She was a looker back in the day. She's still.
I think she's an attractive young lady.
She's 72 years old. She's 72 years young, I should say. Get this.
Look, I'm going to do a Meatsauce.
Yeah, there you go. That is a Meatsauce. You're checking Twitter. He's got about 78,500. I like to joke with him and call them Russian porn bots. Those are his followers. Because I don't know if there's really 78,000 people that are following him.
There might be.
But he always jokes. He's like, half of them are real, half of them are porn. I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, Candice Bergen. She went on a date with President Trump when they were both 18 years old. Yeah, she just came out this last week. Did you ever go on a date with somebody that you would say was famous or infamous, and would it be memorable?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't have the social life on the Twin Cities scene?
No, nobody that ever, no.
You think there's anybody out there that's like, you know what? I went on a date with Common when I was...
Yeah. I'm the Radio Romeo for crying out loud.
Nothing that would get you in trouble, I assume. But
no.
When you say, because Candice Bergen said she and Trump, they were 18-year-old kids, freshman year of college, and she said they were home early. It was very boring. Nothing happened. So
she didn't have a description for his private parts like what's like
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels had a description of his private parts.
Which
something about is it a mushroom or
a video game character, Toad from
from Mario.
Yep, there you go. Mario Brothers will never be the same after that. I think that scarred a lot of children. Because
scarred me.
Well, yeah, it was disturbing.
Forget children.
In 2016, 43% of people in the United States did not go on vacation because they said.
What percent?
43% said they passed up on the chance to go on vacation because they were afraid of the mountain of work that would be there when they got back. So number one, are you afraid of taking vacations, and when you come back, do you have a mountain of work, or can you just step away and
work? I've been semi-retired for 30 years. My job gets in the way of my day.
Yeah.
So no, I have no work. I have no concerns like that.
Your vacations, you're not saying, oh,
my life's a vacation.
You're like, I'm out of here. I'll be back when I'm back.
Vacations, I think, are more work.
Yeah.
You got to book a flight, book hotel, rent a car, get to the airport, unpack, run around and do a lot of things. Keep your eye on the kids.
Try to relax, enjoy yourself, and then.
It's an old cliche, but it's true. You need a vacation from your vacation.
That is true. You need a couple days to prepare. Although I would imagine with your work schedule, you could probably step right back and be like, you don't need to come in and check the emails and deal with people, the boss at the station, and be like, hey boss, what's happening while I'm gone? You just step right in.
Just pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
All right, last one. Are you a Will Smith fan? I like Will Smith. I liked him in Fresh Prince when I was growing up. Todd loved Will Smith back in the day. Who didn't? So he just turned 50 years old.
50.
He did a bungee jump off of a helicopter in the middle of the Grand Canyon for his 50th birthday. Now, I know you used to jokingly call yourself Heinz, so you're in the upper part of that
I'm approaching
decade.
60.
Are you going to do anything crazy for the 60th?
No, I'm not. I don't like heights. I don't like depths. I don't like death. Maybe I would enjoy death. I don't know till I experience it. But no, I don't need to do. I'm not one of those people that needs death-defying, adrenaline rushing kind of things like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like rides at the state fair or at.
Do you like the state fair in general?
I don't mind.
You can be honest with
it brings back a lot of memories.
Okay.
When I was a kid, we didn't go often because we kind of grew up, I would say probably lower middle class or upper lower class, if there's such a thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a lot of disposable income. So our fair experience was maybe every other year for a few hours. So I always liked the fair as a kid. It was such a big deal. So as an adult, now I'm working there when I go. 7 days, 8, 9 days out of the week. But no, I still do like the fair,
Do the people I think the record-breaking crowds and the shoulder to shoulder and trying to fight to get through, and obviously you're a celeb, so there's got to be
celeb, but
there's got to be a lot, but you still are a celeb. There got to be plenty of people that notice you and.
Once in a while,
Really?
Hey, how you doing?
When you're walking to work, they don't bug you?
No, doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you at all?
No.
Anything else you want to add?
Just thanks for having me.
Oh well, thanks for your book. I know this is on YouTube, but get the book.
The book, I went from all-American boy to juvenile mischief-making delinquent to blue-collar guy to fledgling broadcaster to radio talk show gadfly and the radio Romeo.
Did you write that yourself?
Yes,
that was your description?
I wrote everything here.
Except for Mark Rosen's forward.
Except for Mark Rosen's forward. You don't see.
Did you have to pay him
You don't
to do
see
it?
Biden and Cole as told to Jim Bruton.
No, that's you.
And Jim Bruton's a fine writer. He did a great job with Rosen. This is all me, all of my words.
Did you have to proof Rosen's preface or forward?
I had to edit his.
Did you say take some of that stuff out?
He got a little carried away.
Did he?
Yeah, it was a little over the top. So I edited it.
He was gushing
slightly.
for you?
Oh,
really? You could probably feel the tears on the page.
It was nausea. It was cheesy and nauseating.
And you had to edit his work. All right, Common Man, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
YouTube,
Thank you.
We'll see you back here next week.